actually want to take you back to the weekend and that penalty decision that was overturned. Have you had any clarity on that? Because obviously you look back and you think of the incident against Leeds last season where Nick obviously appeared to get the ball, but then a penalty was given against him for making contact with Bamford. I mean, again, it seems to be pretty similar to what you faced at the weekend, doesn't it?
Well, I referenced it after the game just to give a kind of share a view, really, because the keeper does get a touch on it. So, you know, you can argue, well, at the end of the day, he's got a touch on it, but he equally does bring the player down. And we had one given against us last year, which we felt was harsh. And we probably feel harsh a little bit that it doesn't get given on Saturday. But by the letter of the law, he does touch the ball. He does get a touch of the ball. So that's why I didn't make a big drama out of it afterwards, because, you know, you might get it. On this occasion, we didn't. But I am still concerned by the lack of penalties we get, because we're by far the lowest in the Premier League. I think you might have to double check that stat, but I think season on season, we're the lowest by a long way.
Is this something that you might approach Mike Riley over, or have you spoken to him in recent times about it?
Not really in recent times, but over the years, I've questioned how we've had so many not given, you know, and offered some opinion on the ones that were not given and our view of them. You know, it's one of them. It's up to any referee on any given day. But I think our stats are way against the norm, that's for sure.
Because it could be the frustration would be that could have been a big point just to get things moving for you again.
It might well have been, but I've got to be clear and say that he did touch the ball. So I don't want to make a big story that's not really there. He did touch the ball by the letter of the law. It's arguably not a penalty. What I was suggesting was you've seen them given, that's for sure. And at a club that doesn't have a record of getting penalties, and we had the one at Everton last week with Taki, which we didn't get. We clearly saw one, I think it was Wolves at the weekend, which was very similar, I would suggest, at Wolves, sorry. You know, pulling shirts and that sort of thing. So you just hope over a season it starts to correct itself, because it hasn't done all the seasons that I've been here so far.
What are your overall feelings then about the way things are going, Sean, at the moment? Because obviously we've seen signs against Everton, against Leeds, against Arsenal of getting on track, but obviously not taking all 3 points.
Yeah, but that is the key thing. I mean, performance-wise, I've been pretty pleased overall, but never naive enough to know that you know you've got to win games, you've got to get points on the table, and I think we don't want to go far away from the fact that the players have been performing certainly reasonable, I think, if not slightly better than that, but also add in the details. And that's what I said against Saturday. You know, we didn't do that much wrong, to be honest. You know, we took on the game first over a little bit timid, but that can be that, you know, when you're a bit unsure and, you know, you haven't got your first win. You're playing Arsenal at the end of the day. I know there's a bit of noise about them, but they've still got some very good individuals and a good team. But second half, I thought we were excellent. You know, and it's arguably our strongest performance against someone like Arsenal that we've ever had. We've got to be more clinical. You know, we're still creating chances, which is pleasing. You've got to take your chances and obviously lock the back door. And I thought generally the defensive unit were solid, actually. You know, free kick leads to a goal, it can happen. But other than that, I don't think we let Arsenal have that much, you know, which is against the norm for them. And I thought we created enough to get something from the game. So there are signs that are more positive. But like I said, there's no naivety. I know the industry that I'm in and I know we've got to win games, and so do the players.
So again then, I mean, I know we ask you year after year when it comes to a competition like this, where does the cup come in the big scheme of things? Well, I'm thinking as well with you signing that new contract. I mean, do you speak about the owners about an ambition to win a cup competition, or is it purely kind of focused on the Premier League? You know, obviously in a cup competition, you're relying on kind of luck of the draw at times as well.
I mean, it's one of them weird things. It's often, you know, the media questions us as if like we just go, oh, well, we'll just win a cup. Do you know how difficult it is to win a cup? You know, it's thrown around as if like, oh, why are you not winning a cup this year? You know, Burnley, the mighty Burnley, not winning a cup. I think there's got to be a bit of reality to it. It's a massive challenge being in the Premier League for us. It always has been. It will be. It continues to be. We've done well to consider ourselves where we are and to get to where we are, and we want to do better. The cup has always lived in a place where I, of course, have respect for the cup, but it's just not the strength of the Premier League. You know, it's just really simple in the fact that the Premier League means so much to the club. For the kudos, as I've said many times, the power of what the Premier League is, the brand as a club, the finance it brings. The cup for sure is still important. We've always put out teams that I believe can win. But you put up a team, you believe it can win, it doesn't mean it always does. But we'll be putting out a team that we believe can win again.
So how do you view this test against Rochdale then as well? Exactly
that. You know, I've been around the leagues a long time. I've played at all the varying levels. I know it's not easy to win any game. So we don't take them lightly. We prepare properly. The players know that. They've had a quieter day today, a bit of a recovery for some, a bit of a sharpener for others. We'll do some team planning in the morning like we do. We'll run through our set piece and we'll be thorough in making sure the players are ready.
And finally, for me, Sean, I just wanted to highlight, obviously, the contribution that the club's making towards the Alzheimer's Society. We know about the third kit launch and £5 of each adult shirt donated to the Alzheimer's Society, but also the first team wearing Alzheimer's Society on the front of the shirt to mark World Alzheimer's Day tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, I think the club are trying to do their bit in many areas. You know, we try and spread ourselves amongst charities, amongst organisations, and amongst just the good of the area here as well. You know, with a lot of work done by the community team. So, you know, I think the club's decision to do these things is a valid one.
Also, just wanted to ask you, Sean. Obviously, sad news this week about Jimmy Greaves, and just wanted to get your reaction to that sad news.
Yeah, I mean, by the time I was around, you know, watching football, he was mainly Saint and Greavesy, but legend that they were in doing that. But my dad assures me that, you know, the power that he had as a player, the talent he had as a player. So another, you know, it's a sad loss when you're losing people like that to the game.
Cheers, Sean.
Thank you.
Thanks.